All right, today we are going through the Summit Arena qualifier round, round two. So this is the first round where I can actually win some rewards, and I'm pretty confident I will. So just give me 2 seconds while I get this set up. All right, so let's have a look at ranking. So qualifier round one. So I came in first, 23 wins against 22 wins, and then my win duration, which is how quickly I won, I think, blew it out of the water. This guy did beat me by about 6 seconds, but he only won a few of his fights, which means he had a few really quick losses as well. So I ranked him one over Q1R1. Now let's have a look at what we're up against now. So now we're in number two. So a few people have gone through and done some battles. So he won. He's still got one to go. He's had 6 wins, one loss, about 8 minutes. But his CP is exactly the same as mine. Ryther, I'm actually in the same battle with him as well. So maybe we progress through in the same stages, same teams. Um, but no one else here is really too much of an issue. I mean, unless this guy's got a really, really well put together team. I know I can beat Ryther mostly, and Savage will be a bit of a competition. Be interesting to see. So he doesn't run anything crazy there. He does have a big, powerful creep. So again, I'm free to play. This guy is not free to play. Absolutely not. So you can't have Luke legendary plus floor 4 while you've got all these other people at immortal. So, all right, here we go into qualifier. So again, like I said, this is the manual stage. So you do get to, like a normal 3v3 arena, actually jump in and try and pick your battle. So we'll go for the hardest one first. 1.6. My best bet is my summoner team against this guy, but if he's got a really strong summoner team, no, he doesn't. So this is how we want to actually set it up, I think. No, I think I want to swap that over. So this guy's got more power than me, so I kind of want to just go for um, 2 out of the 3 wins. So I'll make that one a loss. His Kree's very powerful. Sorry, is very powerful, and he's got a Mazrani. Actually, really surprised he hasn't got Taylor in the rear row for the Mazrani buff, but maybe his Pluno's really strong too. Um, Praying Eyes, that doesn't help anyone. That must just be for stats. Alright, so Boar should throw Hercules back. Um, Emma should focus Artist, try and get rid of him as soon as possible. And I really draw people in. I wonder if I can steal. Alright, just because I'm trying to win this one battle. Yeah, cool. Alright, so I would prefer for bot mark to be hitting Artist, but I'm not too sure. Hercules gets thrown back, stuns all these people. While these people lay waste. This one, I should just overwhelm him. Like, my numbers should just push him backwards. All right, let's have a go. So first battle we're going to lose. This is the hardest battle out of the lot. The only other person I think I'm going to have trouble with is the guy I had trouble with last time, where I won 2 out of 3 battles as well. All right. See, the battle's lasting for a little while, but I'm doing no damage at all to this team. See, I wonder in these cases as well, like whether it's best for me to just put like a single dude in there. Like if I am throwing a team, why waste 40 seconds um, on a battle I know I'm going to lose? Right, so this one I'm just hoping for an overwhelming push forwards, just to like, yeah. So he's gone. Daniel hasn't. Oh, and he just used his ult then, and it didn't. Oh no, it did get Lee around. Yeah, so overwhelming push forwards. Cool. Now this should be my most powerful DPS team, but I don't know how strong. Oh no, just walking over him. Yeah, but you can see how effective throwing Hercules was back, which means I've got to destroy Artis, which means he doesn't get his defense down, but I mean he does get defense down from weak, so that's kind of done. But yeah, my boar's quite a good tank. And I mean, if you go back through a few videos, I'll show you how I built my boar, but he has just absolutely carried that through very easily. All right, so here's my biggest matchup. He actually outpowered me, I think, as well. 4.0 equal. All right, the next most difficult one is going to be Ryther. So this one I want to try and get 3 out of 3 wins. Last time I only got 2 out of 3. So we know that's a win. This is where I need Daniel to try and mess up Leo. And what I've done is I've got Daniel in the back row by himself here for the double buff. So Daniel's Eagle Summon and himself will get the attack buff. And what that means is that when Daniel summons his dog, um, it will have the attack bonus of 50% as well, and then also his die ball. Whereas if I had it set up like this, um, actually no, Daniel would still get both of them. He's got a higher attack. But if I had it set up like that, Kalaz would get one, and then it only be Daniel's Eagle that gets the other one. So this way I make Daniel super powerful. I've got damage reduction in the front row by 4.5%. The middle's getting an attack boost, and then Daniel's getting 50% from Mazrani. So that should be a good win there. Need to swap these teams here. They've got a Daniel running up in there as well. But not all that strong. What I might do is I might pull bot mark from here. Bot mark for me in this, like my free to play, he's good. But in this, sorry, in my main, bot mark's good. But in this one, he was even out damaging Taylor in something. So I was quite surprised by that. Just looking for a good hero now, because that's not the right hero. Middle gets attack. Who have I got? Oh, actually, what I could do, even though it's not great on Randall, might be worth going Gutierre. Front, middle, attack buff, support, health boost, Randall +2, assign that. I've got Pain Rune on here, and I've got a healer. I'll chuck Randall next to Bot Mark, and then Bot Mark get the attack boost. Yeah, and that's buffed up my. I went from 1 million to 1.2 million there. I think this team's going to absolutely decimate, so I might, because I really do want to try and win 3 of the 3 battles instead of 2 of the 3. So again, so the reason I don't put War here is I can't pick which one he is going to throw. So I want to throw. Mooka is not a great hero, so I want to kill Mooka off first because he's also got the immunity. So what I'll do is I'll chuck a Lirain up front, Boar here. Boar will throw Oak back, stunning all these guys. Um, I have Emma on this side because obviously pick left or right. Emma on this side to focus Mooka, while Taylor will focus Oak and hopefully get his health down. Um, yeah, so but the idea is to get Oak to the back line first because I don't want to have to deal with his immunity when I can take out Mooka and hopefully Serena. Um, that should work well. Yeah, it's just always messy with Leo. But anyway, I think that's the best we got. Let's have a little look. So there goes, thrown right to the back, stunned all those guys. So now I don't have to worry about his immunity annoying me. Emma has destroyed whoever was there, I forgot. Now I've got to worry about. So his immunity is annoying me now. He's just taken the entire Emma buff, which is super frustrating. His boar, sorry, or his actual pig boar, um, didn't do anything, so that was lucky on my part. See, because Daniel's ult here is only going to affect boar. It's going to land down here and do AoE damage to boar, and everyone else is out of range. So boar is great against Daniel. Cool. All right, so there's that battle done. This is the one I'm worried about. This is where I'm hoping, because Leo will push forwards quite a lot, which means Daniel will focus Leo. So I'm just hoping that this his ult just does right. That should be his immunity triggered though, hopefully. Yep, cool. So he only gets that once, so he's going to heal up a whole heap now. And now hopefully the stun will come in. And Leo's gone. Okay, cool. Yeah, sweet. Easy, easy. All right, yeah. So the best counter that I have for Leo at the moment, and Leo is probably the hardest to counter, is Daniel. I just need to make sure Daniel's at the very back, so he's out of all the mischief that Leo causes. This battle is my makeshift team, but I've buffed it up a little bit with Bot Mark to see if I can actually win this. Oh, Randall's doing quite well as well, actually. But I've built him with Gautier and Pain Rune, so he's getting a lot of shields, which do teleport, shield, AOE, stun. There we go, cool. That was quite good. So that's my two biggest competitions. I think the rest, I mean, Douchebag might have something. So that's a very strong team. What I'm going to do here. So throw Leo to the back. They lay waste to creep. Boar will probably throw Boar into my back line. I need maximum. So that's really weird. When people put Mazrani in the back line, Mazrani gets 50% attack buff along with him, which means one of these two could have got it. But anyway. No, let's leave that as is. I think that's actually not too bad. This team here, that's an easy win. Yeah, all right. I think we're good. This is the most troubling team that I have to deal with, that's for sure. Just need to trigger his immunity. Emma should do it now. There it goes. Okay. No, I got roasted in that one. That's quite a problem. Because that was one of my stronger teams. This should be an easy win here. But you can just see how much of difference. See, actually, I stuffed up. I'm supposed to have Daniel in the when I'm versing Leo, but you can just see how much trouble Leo causes. It's insane. This team might do alright again because I've just got Randall and Botmark. It's just his immunity. How much is that going to slow things down? Depends how strong his Sorietta and Taylor are, to be honest. But he's as soon as that shield goes down, that's an AoE stun there from Gautier and the Pain Rune. And now he's got his shield back up because he's done another teleport. So he is absolutely decimating in there. That's quite good. All right, still got 2 wins out of 3. That's good. But yeah, I probably should have swapped team 2 and team 1 around. All right. So I'm going to carry on with this, but it should be quite straightforward. I'm going to swap. I'm going to make that same mistake twice. So yeah, everyone stay back. Muka should take the hit from Daniel. We've got Gautier, but no pain runes, so Randall won't be an issue. Right, this one, that is a very easy win. That's a very easy win. Right. We could actually buff this team a little bit. I might pull Booker out of here. This is why it's important to do the manual battles because there is always a reason to change characters around when you can. This battle will be fine now though. So that's all I wanted. I just wanted to get Boar to throw Leo back. I actually might have noticed in the last one that is Leo immune to throws? Because I know he's immune to crowd control effect. And he's throwing a crowd control effect. I think it is. We'll have a test. We'll see if Boar can throw Leo. I don't think he can. Oh no, he can. Sweet. So Randall's gone. He's about to be gone. Whatever that was is gone. Oh, that's Daniel's dog. Leo, here he comes. So, oh, he got a stun as well. Okay, cool. And he should die straight away after that from the ball. Oh, he spun out of it with maximum health. Cool. So Boar and Daniel, great Leo counter. And these 2 battles should be very straightforward. Cool. All right, the next 2 battles are probably just going to be skipped through because I don't need to watch them anymore. Just to double check, easy. That is my Daniel team actually. Easy, easy. Got here, but no pain rune. Should be easy. I think I will watch the. I just like watching Leo. I really need to learn how to counter Leo, and I think Boar and Daniel on the same team's quite effective. But then there is a huge power difference as well. So it should be good. It should be a throw to the back, stun Taylor. Didn't get these 2. Oh, they're just heals anyway. Trigger that immunity. Oh, I must have already done it. Oh, maybe he doesn't have it yet. Alright, and the last battle's easy. It's the last battle, 41. Actually, that's my hardest one out of the lot. Rank 2, this should put me to rank 1. Probably should have checked the teams at least. 3 out of... Yeah, cool. Good. Okay, cool. Sweet. So let's have a look at the ranking. So 19, 18, and I won much faster as well. This guy So you could have just lost battles really, really fast. So I think what this is that's my total play time, 7 minutes and 34 seconds to finish the summon arena. Um, but happy with that. I was a minute faster. I won one extra round, had 7 wins, 0 losses, and that was with someone against equal power. And he's actually been in the server, so he's definitely a player, not paid, a bit of pay to win because he's a little bit newer into the game than I am by 2 servers. But Soriat has never been on an event, so he must have paid to get Soriata that high. Probably through that Wasteland Pass, I think it is, where you get like 3 Soriatas. Um, but yeah, so let's recap the account. I stepped backwards in this a little bit on story. I got up to 8, and then got dropped back down to 10. So I'm just really stuck out here, but it looks like I've got a clear run for a little bit after that. Pick of Glory, Soul Mine, I was at 10. I'm at 8 now. I actually got some progress the other day. It's actually quite easy as well. Whatever I was struggling with, I then finished it with no casualties. So that's quite good. For heroes, you saw well, I've done a gearing video recently, but it is more aimed at Summon Arena at the moment. So damage reduction, HP, HP. Serena is exactly the same. Damage reduction, HP, HP. Gluttony set with as much attack as possible, and a little bit of crit rate and as much crit damage as possible. Sorry, no. High crit damage, a little bit of crit rate, and then as much attack as possible for Kalaza. Bot markers as much crit rate as possible. Randall's tanky, I think. Yeah, so he's very tanky, and he's relying on the Gautier Pain Rune setup, and we'll go have a look at that in a second because it's very prevalent to the Summon Arena. Pure attack. I don't think I've actually got an attack. No. Cool. What do you mean? Emma, pure attack. Daniel has the most attack out of everyone. Actually, if we look at his. So Emma's EX 30, which is probably where a lot of that comes from as well. But yeah, Daniel has my most amount of attack, followed by Emma. In gear wise, in actual stats, it's Emma by far. So he's looking at 50k attack and he's looking at almost 70k. He's in damage reduction and as much health as possible. Aiming for 75% crit rate, then as much crit damage and attack as possible. In a very mixed set. I was struggling with gear for him. Muka, yeah, I just chucked into attack speed set for the sake of it, or gluttony set. So Boar's doing really well. Boar is in damage reduction, HP, and HP it should be. Oh, and defense, so he's a bit of a mix because I was struggling for gear. But I'm actually really happy with this Boar build. Lee ran just in as much healing as I can get him in. I'm not using Paluno. I am using Anaruda. I've got him built quite tanky. So he's the only person I'd ever put an accuracy set, and that is because for each point of accuracy, my corruption inflicts 2% damage. For each point of accuracy, 2% bonus damage. So his accuracy is, say, 200 for argument's sake. So I'm doing an extra 400% damage there. Yeah, I mean that does scale. Like I've buffed that up a little bit, so that's 440, and then that'll be about 400 a bit more. So yeah, so he should actually be helping out a bit, but that's the only reason you need accuracy for him. Anaruda, was there anyone left? Oyster's just tanky as well. She's just there for the stun with whatever gear I had left over. So I want to show you why I built Randall in like just like a survivability set, and that is because I should show you the commander. So that was the one that I was using. So it's got a +2 to Randall. The front line gets 6.5% and the middle line gets 7.5%. So huge attack stats for this. And its support gets a little bit of extra help. Um, so what the Proton Shield does, when a Vanguard or Assassin, so Randall's an Assassin, hero uses a displacement skill. Displacement is any sort of movement across the map. The damage caused by their next skill is increased by 60% and they gain a shield for 30%. So he's not built for damage, so he does do 60% more damage, but he gains a shield of 30% HP for the next 5 seconds. So he gets a massive shield, which hopefully they can't take down because he's built with HP and damage reduction. So out of this, all you need to remember is that he gets a shield. It lasts for 5 seconds, and it's whenever he moves around the battlefield. Pain Rune. When an allied assassin, so again, Randall, loses their shield, the shield shall explode and inflict AoE damage to the shield 50%, and as well as 2 seconds of stun effect to the enemy in a small radius. So anyone in melee range of Randall will take a 2-second stun, and this is worded a bit strange, but I think it's saying like if the shield has 1,000 HP in it, it's going to do 500 damage to the enemies around, half of it. So yeah, Gautier grants a shield. Pain Rune explodes the shield and stuns. The other one you want to mix it with as well is this. So if you have an AoE healer, or a healer, when an allied support hero casts a healing skill, the cooldown of the normal skill should be reduced by 22%. Cool. Any excess healing thereafter shall be converted into a shield and applied to the healed unit. So if Randall gets healed more than his maximum HP, he will gain a shield. The effect of the shield absorbed shall last up to 10% of that target's unit's max HP. The effect of the shield absorption shall last up to 10% of that unit's max HP. So I think the shield can be 10% of that target's max HP. So that's another shield that you can generate. And the idea is that with Randall, Gautier, and Pain Rune, and this is that you're just giving as much shield to them as possible. So Randall jumps to the back line, starts stunning him as he takes damage. Very effective. The last part to show you is Randall's actual skills. So, Randall. Dancing Blade, Phantom Assassin in his shadow. So Phantom Assassin is another name for Randall. And his shadow, throw a dagger, or throw a row of daggers into the front fan-shaped area. So throws a fan of daggers in front of him, causing 188% of damage to enemy. Every time a shadow casts the skill to hit the enemy on the battlefield, it will increase 8% of power to the Phantom Assassin for 6 seconds. So summons a Shadow Phantom that can exist for 15 seconds near the furthest enemy without a shadow. When summoning a new shadow, the old one disappears, so you have one shadow at a time. The shadow cannot be targeted and will copy Randall's skills. If several identical skills hit the same target, there's a 30% damage reduction for these skills. So if the shadow that he generates and Randall himself throw the same skill on an enemy, the enemy is actually going to get a bit of a damage reduction from it, so it's not too powerful. So passive skill with this, during battle, if an attack damages Randall by 20% of his max HP, so a single hit does 20% HP, he can consume 200 energy to nullify the attack. So reduces when he can do his own ultimate attack, but nullifies the 20% HP damage that he would have taken. After the effect is triggered 2 times in a row, it cannot be triggered again for 25 seconds. So it's got no cooldown on it, but if it does it twice in a row, it has a 25-second cooldown. And as it skills up, it takes less damage to actually trigger the ability. Flash Cut, Phantom Assassin swaps positions with the shadow. So again, Phantom Assassin is Randall. So so in this skill, he'll actually swap positions with his shadow, and that is what is classed as a displacement skill because he's moving direction, moving location like teleporting. So that's what will actually generate a shield from Gautier. And then Phantom Spike. Phantom Assassin summons an 8-second shadow near the target, commands all the shadows on the battlefield to strike the enemy, each shadow causing 252% damage. After the strike's cool, time of Phantom Assassin will be reset. See, I think they've stuffed up the wording here. I think they're supposed to say Phantom Spike here. Phantom. Cool. All right, so you can see like when he bounces around, like teleports with this skill, like when he swaps with his shadow, he'll actually generate himself a shield because he's got Gautier. If someone heals him, being Serena, Masrani, Liran, uh, he'll also generate a shield. Every time he generates a shield and it's depleted, he does a 2-second AoE stun, and he also does a little bit of AoE damage, 50% of what the shield strength is. So I thought I'd just go into Randall a little bit there because he is playing quite a big part in my throwaway team. Um, but yeah, cool. Anyway, where we're up to now is day. What am I doing? Events 30 days. Oh yeah. So I've done 30 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So up to day 41 with a free to play. We're currently ranked first in the battles that I've done for Summon Arena. Again, I am 10th here and 8th in Soul Mine. For Arena, which I'm not too competitive with, again, in 4 days' time, I'll just make sure that I'm in Master. The reason for that is rewards. It only matters if you're a Master. It doesn't matter if you're Master 1 or Master 50. If you're a Master, you get top rewards, which is 10 of these, 120 of those, 20 of those, and 48,000 guild points. If I was to drop a rank, I'd lose 2 of these, 20 of those, 50 of those, and 6,000. And for me, that's worth the extra effort. I do not care about the rewards here. Like, if you come in the top 3, sweet. Anything below that, it's not worth it. Not worth the effort. Not worth the pay to win. Cool. Anyway, thanks for that. That's everything, and I'll probably stream again later, but just nothing specific. I just want to go through Summit Arena Q1R2. Have a good time. Oh, also, I've never actually said this. If you're only watching this on stream, my YouTube channel has really started to pick up now, which is pretty cool. So I'm probably going to start dropping that tagline each video. Like, really appreciate if you subscribe and like it. But a few people are doing that now, which is pretty nice. So thank you for the support. All right, have a good week.